if that's going to be too dark. Maybe I can't stand that close to the camera. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to another video. So today's video is basically going to be me giving Dora a bit of glow up. I clipped her probably about 3 weeks ago, like a month ago, something like that. And I probably clipped them a little bit too early because she has grown back such a fluffy coat, which I absolutely hate. We're going to KEYSOE tomorrow for a BS show to try and qualify for the amateur champs in the 85 and 95. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a little video today of me clipping her, bathing her, and then just giving her a little lunge. And then I'm going to vlog tomorrow for KEYSOE because it's going to be a long day. We're leaving the yard at 6 AM and I've got to muck out beforehand because I'm not going to want to muck out afterwards. So I'm probably going to have to get up at like 5, quarter to 5. But, you know, oh well. Hopefully it'll be a good day jumping, so it'll be worth it. But, yeah, you never know. Anyway, yeah, I'm just going to go get Dora in from the field now, and then I'm going to bath her first, and then I'm going to lunge her, and then I'm going to clip her so that she can kind of dry off on the lunge whilst, yeah, dry off, yeah. Cheers, Dottie. Hello, good girl. She isn't actually that bad, to be fair. She has been in season, so her tail's very crusty. And she's got like that on down her back leg, which isn't very nice, is it, Dora? And she's just got like a little poo stain here where she's used her poo as a poo pillow. But yeah, it's always good to bath your horse before you clip, just to make sure that A, you don't blunt the clippers, and B, it just gives you much more like a nicer finish. If you clip the hair and the coat's still greasy, it can leave lines where you've clipped them. So yeah, you don't want lines, do we, Dodo? No, so we're going to bath you. Dora's all done now. So, hello. Huh? Probably painting in the house. Well, Dad probably has a better idea of where she is. Oh, look at that. I'll do this because it actually dries it quicker. Like that's practically, well, it's got a lot of the water out now anyway. Oh, I hate it, there's like yellow toes in it. I just haven't been bathing it as properly as I should have. That'll do. At least next week, the pony card it will be like bright white. Yeah, there you go. Right, so she'll finish bathing now. Just shove the stem on her whilst I do her tail, because she'll get cold. She's very sensitive myself. But don't turn that poo when I've just cleaned your socks. I'll clean it up in a minute, yeah? So yeah, now I'm gonna go get the lunging stuff. It's probably not gonna be a very productive lunging session because it's probably gonna be a bit fresh because you're gonna be a bit cold, aren't you? But we'll try our best anyway. So yeah, let me go get the little lunging aid and then we'll go lunge you. Yeah. So, she's on the lunge now. This little device, if anybody's wondering, it just helps the horse to go long and low to work them through their backs and to increase top line. Hey, whoa, wait, Dora. See, I told you she'd be a bit like this because she'd be a bit fresh because she's a bit cold, bless her. Steady, whoa, good girl. Whoa, hey, can you listen? Listen, steady. Steady, because you're not even out on the full circle yet, are you? Right, walk. She's just going to want to get going now. But yeah, I'll probably video some of the lunge if she doesn't keep doing this. And yeah, then I'll see you after to clip her if she's dry. Got her good pants on now. She's being better behaved. You can see where she's churned all the school up there, can't you? I would have thought you'd be knackered after your fitness day yesterday. We went on the gallops and we did so much, she was literally foaming. But she's looking so much better for it. Like her bum's looking so much more rounder. She's lost all of the crusty neck and she's lost the belly as well. Just needs to be careful now she's coming into winter, because when she's in full work with us, sometimes she can look a little bit skinny, but I think that's just her breed. So good girl. So we tend to just just bulk up her food a little bit. Not bulk up as in get loads of food and just give it to her all in one go. She tends to have breakfast as well as dinner. So yeah, but I think she's looking very good at the moment. Just had a thought, I'm probably going to need to brush off her legs before I clip her, because she'll have all sand on them, but that's not the end of the world. When they dry, it will just brush off, so that's fine. But yeah, and also didn't mention, I'll do a little thing of me talking in a minute when I've finished lunging her, but we are using some new clippers today, which is very exciting. So you're going to get to see me trying to work them for the first time, and I'll talk you through it all as to how I'm doing it and stuff. So yeah, see you in a bit. Rains. Obviously she did do a little bit of walk on this rain, didn't go straight into trot. But yeah, she's drying off quite nicely actually, better than I thought. She just needs to dry off on her back. You can see where she's lighter in front and darker behind. So it's just kind of her bum and her flanks that need to dry off now. But yeah, she's a good girl. She's been on her best behaviour now. So I've just put her on the fence. Don't worry, she's tied to baling twine, so it'll snap. But over there where I was bathing her, it's in the shade and she needs the sun so that she can dry off. So I've put her in the sun. Good girl. So I've just been reading the instruction manual, and here are the gorgeous clippers. So these are the Hunter Masterclip clippers. These are their new clipper range, which I'm very excited to try out. So within this box you get obviously the instruction manual. I do recommend reading this before you do anything with your clippers, about all the health and safety things. So yeah, inside the box it comes with the clippers. This case obviously goes on the clippers, but I've just taken these out, so this will go back on when I've done with them. Comes with Masterclip clipper oil, which obviously is a must when you have to put it on the blades. It comes with a little key set which I can put on there, which is really handy. Of course, a brush to clean your clippers off with, and then a handy dandy tool to be able to screw your clippers back together if you take them apart. So Dora, when you first receive your clippers, they will come factory set. So this pair of clippers, I don't need to do anything with the tension, which is this little dial here. If you clean them, if you take the blades off and clean them, etc., then you tighten it up as far tight as it can go, and then you do 2 clicks anti-clockwise, 2 like circles anti-clockwise, to be able to reset them ready. So when you oil your clippers, you are recommended to do it every 5 minutes so that the clipper blades don't get too hot, and you do it along the clipper line there and in this little hole there. Do not obviously over oil them, because that can be bad. We're now in the yard. We're about to get Betty in. My mum's going to come get Betty in 5 minutes, because we are actually going to clip Betty. But seeing as she's only young and she's never actually been clipped before, we thought it would be quite beneficial for her to get used to the sound of the clipper blades. And also Dora's a princess, aren't you? Absolute princess, and she won't stand in on her own. She just keeps fidgeting. So to avoid her treading on the wire of the clippers or just getting too stressed, we're just going to bring her in so that she can have a little playmate. So I think the most important thing when clipping is to mind your melon. No matter if you know the horse, if you don't, if you've had the horse, it's never done anything wrong, you should always wear a hat when you're clipping, because these horses are so unpredictable. You could be clipping their leg and something could spook them and they could rear up and then they could come down on your head. Like, obviously that's a very, very worst case scenario, but do you ever want to take the chance? I wouldn't. So yeah, please always make sure you're wearing your hat. So I'm just about to clip the clippers up to the electric. Another advice is make sure everything is connected before you turn the switch on. So because these clippers are already factory set and I have not taken the blades off or anything, the tension on these do not need to be changed. Let Kitty's make an appearance. So for oiling, I'm going to take the cap off. Well, I'm going to take this little silver thing off first, if I can. Ooh, there you go, that worked for me. Right. Take this little cap off, don't lose it, because otherwise your oil will go everywhere, so I'm going to put that back in the box. So, on the clipper, there is the blades that cut the hair, and then there is a little tiny hole just in there. So you put the oil, just only a little bit, you don't need to drown them in oil, put a little bit in there, and then put a little bit along the blade like that. And you can probably see it dripping down there. So, just going to put that back in my little box. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to plug them into my handy dandy extension cord here, and then I'm going to go into the barn and turn the power on. So yeah, and then we'll get clipping. Right. Right, if I can get this to stand up like it hasn't been. I apologise because I didn't even realise that my phone had stopped doing that recording. Well, it hadn't stopped recording, but it wasn't very good. Right, I don't know if that's in a good enough place. So I've done about 5 minutes of clipping now. So I'm just going to grab the oil that Masterclip provides you. I'm just going to put a little bit more. Oh, I'm going to take the cap off first. I don't know if I'm too close. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more oil in there and a little bit more oil on the blades. The oil actually helps the blades to stay cool. This way, obviously, you don't have to keep stopping and starting to make the blades cool down a bit, because they do get quite hot because of friction. So how I've been doing Dora, I always recommend you do long strips. So if I show you here, I go up her shoulder and then all the way up the neck. Alright, the end of the neck wasn't too good, but I always recommend going in long strips, just because then you're also less likely to get lines. So let me go back to the time lapse. And then basically my phone ran out of charge, but this is the end result of Dora. I'm very, very impressed with the clippers. They didn't leave literally any lines on her whatsoever. And it got her looking really, really smart for KEYSOE. So the KEYSOE edit will be up probably tomorrow or Wednesday. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a very good vlog. A lot of behind the scenes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, comment some more YouTube video ideas for me to do, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye.